How's it? Welcome to Magus Max Hawaii. Hey! Newspaper. Subscribe. Like. Watch to the end. Share with friends. Ring the notification bell. And you'll probably be dinged every day. And YouTube drops a video for every video I post. Thank you. Anyways, today is November 1st and Happy Saints Day. And we'll wait. Ooh. The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand and I will put your enemies under your feet. Mark. Anyways, saints are dead Christians who are good at being Christians and they get martyred. After they're dead, they perform at least a couple miracles. That's some stats. I don't know if it's the same thing. In Hawaii, we have Father Damien of Molokai, the leper priest. He lived with the lepers in the 1800s. He was from Belgium originally. Belgium. So he was good at making waffles, but he came over here and became he became a Catholic priest, came over here during the missionary days, went over to Molokai, sorry. Well, it's not Molokai, it's Molokai. So he went over to Molokai with this little peninsula where they dumped all the lepers. Lived with them for about 11 years, and then he got leprosy himself and died. Leprosy. They can cure that thing now. Chinese leprosy. It's called Hansen's disease now. They can cure it. And he became a saint. I knew he was going to become a saint before he just knew it. I read his biography. Father Damien. And then his work was taken over by this nun, Marion Cope. And she later died because she lived a long time ago, and she became a saint too. Then all the focus is on Marion Cope because she's a chick. Father Damien, Saint Damien Devustu. So it'd be Saint Devustu, but I just go, Father Damien, you're a saint. And if someone calls you a saint, just take it as a compliment and go on, move on. Anyways, this November 1st, All Saints Day. That's right, All Hallows Day. So, perfect storm resulted in, here's the headlines, okay? The headlines. You know, you gotta do smile once a lot, like smile, you gotta smile a little bit. Because they look at the thumbnail and they go, oh, what is he smiling about? I want to be happy. So, yeah, that's cheap shot. That's what they call it, baiting, or whatever, click baiting, or bear baiting. Perfect storm results in record voting. Let's just get on with it. And I don't know for sure, but I think Sean Connery might have died. R.I.P. Sean Connery. Ever since Train Spotting, everyone started to imitate him again. Now, Sean Connery's gave us all a lot of fun, laughs, and adventure in his movie careers and stuff like that and other stuff. In the Indiana Jones things, he's really cool. Well, I don't know if he's dead yet. I didn't confirm. Perfect storm results in voting record. Yeah, blah, blah. Daily cases, 49. One less than yesterday. 2% statewide. We're heading towards Tier 3, baby! For Thanksgiving Day. Okay, today's Sunday, so I'm going to try it. Help is needed to keep doing this. There's a little airport up on the North Shore. I'm trying to keep it open. Yeah, that's about all the attention you get here. There's Mongoose Max version news. It's like if you flipped through the newspaper and just picked out stuff you thought was kind of interesting because you're in a rush. Kind of like that's what's going on. I did Crypto Corner interview So watch out for Crypto Corner. That's another series. This is newspaper. Crypto Corner is another one. And Spook 101. Get another Spook 101. Because I need viewership. And thanks for watching, because the life of this channel depends on viewers like you. Yes, unfortunately. Here we go. Well, he's an old guy. He can't, God, how old was he? Freaking 90? 90 years old. That's not bad, Sean. For guys, 90 is pretty freaking not bad. Sean Connery, charismatic Scottish actor who's rose to international superstardom as the suave secret agent James Bond, and then abandoned the role to carve out an Oscar-winning career in other rugged roles, has died. He was 90. Wife and 2 sons survives peacefully in his sleep, surrounded by his family, in the Bahamas, where he lived. His son, Jason Connery, said his father had been unwell for some time. Yeah, when you get old, the little stuff kind of gets you too. You start getting old. All those little things start making matter now. Okay. Happy birthday to a friend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Many cryptos and fun and cheer and good truth and happiness and inner joy and peace. Happy birthday to you. You know who you are. Movie unclear in attack on Greek Orthodox priest. Motive? Movie. The movie was unclear to the Greek Orthodox priest. He went in there and went, what the hell? England faces another lockdown. Okay, let me look at this order. Okay. Super typhoon thrash Philippines. Yes, again. They're like a typhoon magnet. The Damien Difference. That's a school named after St. Damien. And those arepas assisted people in the... what is it? Arepas. Little mass things. Okay. Done with that stuff. Detours and travel, which you never look at. Why did I bring that down here? Going traveling. Insight. Oh, yeah. That's where we got letters to the editor. Guess where this train is heading? Okay, new cases 68. What is this corona cappers? That's going to 49. Oh, total 46 for Honolulu. Is that what that number is? What? No, it's all different numbers. State case count 7-day average. What? No, it's all confusing because it's all different numbers. Church bell will ring in memory of virus victims. Well, it can one chime for each victim. How about that? Ringing that bell millions and millions. Waikiki still attracts Halloween crowd. Well, at least over 1 million times. Waikiki still attracts Halloween crowd. That's right. It was Big Q say, off the Big Q quickly. Overall, what is your take on homelessness in Chinatown? Chinatown? We have a good Chinatown, but still the homeless are over there, man, and they are aggressive. They really, man, she's about, let's see what it says. 69% worse than ever before. 69%. 27% no clue, haven't been there in ages. 4% problem, but improving. It's like 4% have optimism on that thing. Okay. Homelessness in Chinatown. Just herd them all into the train and bring them to the workhouse. And then herd them into the shower chamber. There's no solution for homelessness. And no, I don't. Everyone's into World War II illusions. I'm not into the violence. No. Cannot do that. No matter how much you want to. Yeah. No, you don't do that kind of stuff. I don't know if people do that kind of stuff, though. It's history. That's why you must pay attention to history. So history doesn't repeat itself. That's one of the most important lessons. One big important lesson about learning and keeping up with history. And plus, The other important lesson is history is an accumulation of little life stories like you and I. You and I have life stories too. And they all get woven together in one big fabric called history. The little ones get forgotten, and sometimes the only ones remembered are the big ugly suckers. Now, insight. Thank you for allowing me to pretend to be profound. Give P3 a chance to work for Oahu's Rail. This one's like, Island Voices. Andrew Robbins is CEO. He's the CEO of Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transit. So he's the head guy for the HART project. And he's the one who's writing this editorial. So, yeah, let's move on. Consider your sources in that regard. Who are you getting the information from? Pilau politics. Pilau is stink, eh? Hey, it's all kinds of pilau. It stink. Right? Do we get to use you? I know I haven't given you a nickname, but do we get to use you? Use you in a way that is counteractive to saints? It is a saint. Saints have to die before they become a saint. And after they're a saint and after they're dead, they have to perform 2 miracles? That's a lot to ask. That's a lot to ask. Can't just be a good guy. But if you're a good guy, good gal, you're Satan, my book. Are you better off than 4 years ago? Alright, at least trying to be. He's trying. Day by day. Day by day. Do 3 things I say. Then I come up with ancient songs from the 60s and the 70s, so I know get copyrighted. Sorry, that was too close to the karaoke perfectedness. You're copyrighted. Poof. This copyrighted crap drives me crazy. Because who doesn't want an extra hour of sleep to lose over the election? Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What is a saint? Can you read
there.
Hello. Siri, can you read the definition of saint aloud? Read aloud the definition of a saint.
As a noun, it means a person who acknowledged as holy or virtuous and regarded in Christian faith as being in heaven after death. Do you want to hear the next one?
Yes, please.
This is an informal term. As a noun, it means a very virtuous, kind, or patient person. Do you want to hear the last one?
Sure. Yes.
Hello there.
Thank you, Siri.
You're welcome.
Because who hasn't won an extra hour of sleep to lose over the election? Okay, yeah, right. The Dow Jones as a poor measure of economy. Yes, I agree with that. I think the Dow Jones, which is one of the stock market, that's not the economy. That's like what investors are trading the stocks and stuff. That's not the economy. Holy crap. Let's see what Sue Cowing says of Neo Valley. See what she says. We need to Sorry, Sue. You get the kind voice. We need to come up with a better way to measure the strength of the American economy than the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The Dow Jones Average is simply an indication of how confident investors are about their prospects in the near future. We need something broader that measures the economy, well-being, and prospects of the general population. We speak to ourselves as one of the richest nations on earth, yet on any given day, even the Dow Jones is up. More than 10% of Americans live below the poverty line, and 1 in 6 children do. 53 million people working full-time don't quite make enough to live on, and many have to choose among paying for food, rent, Medicare, medical care, and life-supporting medications. The mic's right here. More than 13 million Americans' households are food insecure. And 1 in 6 children do not know where their next meal will come from. And these were the figures before COVID-19. Imagine now. Let's redefine economic success in a more human terms. Address these problems and invest in becoming genuinely prosperous nations in a vanity measure. Thank you, Sue. We will vote for you. Trump protesters, everyone wants to get on this. It's voting time for the Zoom. Release the dogs. The gates of hell have been unopened. Actually, most people already voted. They're just going to count them. Wait, declare winner. Trump protests the new Comic Con. Trump protesters, the new Comic Con. Here we go. Comic Con is where gamers, movie buffs, and comic book enthusiasts get together at a convention. Cosplay is when they dress up as their favorite character from comics, movies, and games. Trump supporting GameStop protesters are engaging in cosplay. They dress up like their favorite characters, a soldier. They wear camouflage with scary Middle Eastern type scarves. I'm scared. Military helmets and guns. They are not real soldiers. They're self-proclaimed militia types, that's what they are. No real patriotic ex-military service member would cosplay with a bunch of fake soldiers with guns. It would be hilarious if it were in a sitcom, but this is America in 2020. Hey, turn on Saturday Night Live. They do stuff like, well, they probably won't make fun of militias. They live in New York. They know what guns are. These patriots give Comic-Con the whole new meaning, literally meaning of each word. It's a comic and it's a con. Sad. Dennis Shaquette. Kea'au. Hawaiian Island. Kea'au. Kea'au. Thank you, Dennis. Big island. Como mai. Como mai. You know, I found out the old tutus, they go, come here, como mai is welcome. I'm like, hey, come to my place. Como mai. But you don't go like this. You go like this. Come. Heli mai. Hurry up, come here. Heli mai. They do that. Just a little, tutu stuff for you. Tutu for you, tutu. Japan should take visitors from Hawaii. I don't think Hawaii should accept Japanese visitors unless Japan accepts Hawaii visitors on the same terms. Jonathan Carr, Waikiki, signed the treaty on the USS Missouri. Terms. Better way to, okay, what do we got here? 18? Okay, legislators should revamp its rules, find a better way to protect passengers. Let's look. We can all legislators. Legislator. Running out, ship a copy ammunition. Oh, doing good time, but don't blow it. Yeah. Coffee. Legislature should revamp its rules. The legislative power of the purse is especially vital during extreme economic disruptions. Settling new priorities during the 2021 session will require collective wisdom to make better than just across-the-board cuts. New rules should be considered before the end of the year. Parenthetical, assuming significant COVID-19 disruptions next year, and parenthetical. For instance, bills without appropriations should not need to pass through finance committees. Priority can be given to those bills that crossed last session, but were not considered during the 2020 special session, yet now need to be reintroduced. Yeah, this is a legislative trick. Next time, they push it off. Like they do in courts. If bills are heard remotely, perhaps joint House/Senate hearings on companion measures could be held, at least for the initial tier committees, such as Health and Human Services. Briefings are often held jointly. Heard they're going to make such stuff legal pretty days. Recreational. A fine-tuned legislature will be key to the underlying challenges of diversifying our economy. Deciding when to issue bonds. James Bond? Too soon? Nah, we all love Sean Connery. R.I.P. Sean Connery. We pray for you in purgatory. But you was Catholic. Stop adding to it. A fine-tuned legislature will be key to the underlying challenges of diversifying our economy, deciding when to issue bonds, parenthetical, according more debt, and parenthetical, and where to make substantial budget cuts, while introducing innovative ways to receive public testimony. Bob Grossman, Manoa. Well, thank you there, Bob. That's food for thought. I think you know a lot about the processes inside the legislation. And that's all for now, man. Take loose, man. Take loose, take off, take... It's the day before. It's not even... It's the election eve, so everyone already voted? Hang back, man. Build up your energy. Watch the show on whatever day it is. Tuesday. God, help us, please. Mercy. Anyways, that's it. Hang loose. And aloha.